You know what they say, new act, new me. Because this is the act that we finally hit Immortal. But first we've got to play our placement game and see where we get placed.
Match found.
We were on bind and I decided to play Brimstone.
Bro, why you INSTALOCKED Brim, bro? I play Brim only this map.
Yeah, that started off a bit awkward. And I did not start off good either.
Right here.
Like, tell me how this Clove ain't dead. How did I only hit him for 45? But does my team clutch up the round?
One enemy remaining.
Next round, we were hitting B site and I bought myself an Ares.
Look at that.
We have a gun, guys. Bro, Rim, you have lineups?
I haven't really learned any lineups for Brimstone. I probably should, you know. I was holding this angle like this because I assumed that they'd peek out a little bit wider, but I guess not. Like, I really could not see this chamber at all. So that was on me. I should have played more to the right. Two of our teammates did end up going down before we even entered the site, but we decided to still continue to commit to B.
Taken down.
I had no clue where these last two guys could be. I was assuming that they might be coming from spawn. But unfortunately, my Jet wasn't in a good position. He was exposed to both elbow and garden. And I was not able to clutch up the 1v2. Now, things started to go downhill from here. This clip shows how you should really check your angles and corners. Like, bro! I was so mad. Now, this kind of carried on into the next few rounds.
Last player standing.
After this, I was not feeling good at all. In my defense, this was my first game of the day and it was like, what, 6 a.m. in the morning. You know what? I shouldn't even defend myself. That was awful. Like, I don't think I can recover from that. The next round, we were forced to save. And it seemed like the enemy team gambled to stack B site because A was completely empty. I was able to get a sneaky pick on the sky.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing.
Things were starting to also look a bit better for our team as we finally started to win some rounds. Now, you might be judging me a bit here, thinking, what on earth is this smoke? But hear me out. The enemy chamber was here, okay, and he was upping. So I decided to basically smoke him off. I was attempting a one-way on top of this box thing, but I guess that doesn't work. I probably shouldn't have wasted my molly here, but hey, let's look at the replay. It sort of worked out. They were basically forced to just play backside. We did end up deciding to rotate, and I was not expecting the Clove to just be holding the teleporter like this.
Down you go.
I was soon then left in a 1v3 situation. I was able to safely plant the spike.
Spike planted.
And I knew that these guys would expect me to be playing showers, so I decided to just flank around. I had my ultimate, which allowed me to make it round to A short on time.
One enemy remaining.
And just like that, I was able to get myself a nice little 5k. We were now in defense and the scoreline was 6-6. Which meant that we needed to lock in if we wanted to win.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Since we lost pistol, I decided to get myself a shotgun and hope that they would push A site.
Like butter, baby.
I honestly had no faith in this Ray, but somehow he was able to clutch. I was so desperate to win this game, so I brought myself an Odin. You might be thinking, why did I smoke off lamps like this? In my head, I thought that if I did this, the enemy team would be scared to push the smoke, and that way they won't be able to take lamps control.
Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining.
It did end up working out because the enemy team didn't push it and they just played short instead.
Right here.
Spike down A.
Open up the sky.
One enemy remaining.
If you couldn't tell by now, I absolutely love the Odin.
On my mark. Right here.
Sometimes I did like to do some random smokes in order to like confuse the enemies.
Spike planted.
Goner. Smoke's down.
Last player standing.
Now, does our Sage, who was going 1 to 13, secure us this round? Let's find out. We were finally starting to pick up the pace with winning rounds, and I just continued to be an absolute menace with the Odin.
Last player standing.
Who trained
After this kill, I heard this guy dogging down short, and I knew the most likely place that she would be playing was here, so I ulted it, and I was able to get her. And my team were then able to take out the last few guys, and even though we didn't start off that well considering the amount of whiffs I had, we did end up dropping match MVP and even got +3 RR for great performance, and we were placed Diamond 2. The next game was on Fracture, and it's actually been quite a long time since I've played on this map. I was a little bit unsure about who I should play, but I ended up just locking in Teho.
Last player standing.
The first 2 rounds didn't go so well, we got absolutely sat down by this enemy team.
Enemy
It
remaining.
seemed like A site was a lot more easier for us to take control compared to B, so we just continued hitting A. Something that I really need to work on is trusting my own intuition. Like, I had a feeling, like I knew somebody would be coming from here. But for whatever reason, I was just doubting myself if I even should be looking this way. But if I just held this angle with confidence, I surely would have got this guy.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
I knew she was here. But ultimately, we did end up winning this game. I am like so rusty on Fracture. Like, I don't know, it's been so long since I played on that map. We were then on Split as Sky. Once again, we did end up losing Pistol and the round after that.
They're concussed.
I was able to get the trade on this jet, entered the site, took out the trip. I was taken down unfortunately, but luckily my team were just able to secure the round.
Okay, quick break.
Enough.
I really don't know where I'm going wrong here. Like, surely I get this ISO. Like, how am I missing that? And of course, when I fought this ISO, I get headshotted. But when it comes down to my teammate, he just can't kill him. My teammate deserved to die here. Like, if that was me, I'd be dead. I'd be dead.
A little bit of luck and a whole lot of skill.
Another thing that I need to work on is just stop being so greedy, like, for kills. Like, after I get a kill, I need to just, like, reset, calm down a bit, and then peek instead of just swinging the next guy straight away. This would obviously help me to, like, win rounds and allow my teammates to also get in positions where they can trade me easily. Now, I was actually quite pleased with how I played this round. I'm normally very impatient. Like, a part of me, like, wanted to go mid and help my teammates out with, like, fighting the guys that were pushing it. But I was also thinking that the enemy team were going to end up eventually coming to me anyways. So let's see how the round plays out.
One less. Hawk out. Blinded. Watching this spot.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go! I want to try playing in this like ratty angle now.
Hawk out. Blinded. Out. Hawk out. Blinded.
Okay, we got two. Let's dog now, let's dog it.
Destroy.
Spike down. One enemy remaining.
Okay, let's go. I also need to be prepared for another person to swing when taking out a guy. Like if I just held my Odin here, I would have been able to get the Jet as well. But long story short, we did end up winning this game. I earned 18 more RR and we were now super close to Diamond 3, which I guess you'll find out if we hit it or not in the next video. So stay tuned and I'll catch you guys in the next one.